Okay, so there's our inner. We take our working end, and again, depends which way you start here, depends on the final effect. So if we go for the black on the left and the red on the right, we start the weave there. So red across, black lays over the top of the red, and then it comes around the back, and it's going to come up through this loop. That's going to give us our start point on the first position. Okay, just be careful when you pull this part together, because if you haven't got a good join, you will pull them apart. So straight off there, by having the black on the left hand to start with, we can see that the outer strand is going to be black, and then the inner strand there is going to be the red. So we'll stick with that. Cinch it up a little bit, make sure your ends are level. Right, where we can see the top loop here, that's always our start point for coming back across. So we're now going to take the left hand strand, we're going to go over the top. We're going to take this strand, we're going to go over, under, and then again we're going to come back through this loop. Okay, so again, from this loop we're going to come across over the top of the centre strand. We're going to take the right hand strand, it's going to lay over the top, it's going to loop around the back, and then it's going to come through that loop again. We can start to cinch it up now, and we can tighten up a bit. See, we're starting to get that pattern. If we take a look at the back there, see where the splice has been made, and that's obviously going to be out of sight and around the back of the band. So again, repeat the process. We've now got our loop on the top that side, so we're coming from this side over the top, left hand goes over, under and through. So over, under, through. Now at this point you can start to put a bit of pressure on that weave. Keep it nice and tight. Keep that momentum now going. You're probably going to find this is now going to speed up. Give them with a couple. One more for good luck. Okay, so flip it over. What I now want to do is bring this end back through here, under, and then melt it down in that area there. So what I tend to do is pinch that back, so bring that back on yourself, pinch it, keep it nice tight so you don't lose too much of the tension on the cords. Bring this bit back through, so now I've got that little loop feed that through, and then we tighten up again on that side. And you can see it's going to be tight getting the diamond knot in, but I reckon I can do that. So that's the end of that. We're now going to cut these ends off. Give it about 4 mils, don't give it too much. You need a good globule of melted Paracord just to seal it. I tend to use a lighter for this because that thing just melts everything within about 100 meter radius. So get the two of them to kind of melt into each other as well. Get around the sides. And then with the knotters tool, just roll it in. And then there, you can see it's just a nice flat surface. Okay, so I think I've left myself a little bit short here, but we'll give it a go, shall we? We'll give it a go. I'm going to finish it off with a nice brass Nordic rune. Let's get this ready. Okay, here goes nothing. Right, so pinch, twist, create that small loop. It's going to be very tight. We're now going to take this round the back, and I've got to get it underneath there to create our carriage bend. This is tight. Okay, you don't want to leave yourself in this position. Right, there's a nice tight carriage bend there. Right, so I've got two things that's going to happen. This, the right hand end has got to go over here, same as my last instructional video. So it's going to pass the two, and then it's going to come through there. And then if I'm lucky, I'll get that one through and in through that hole, but it'll only have to go over the one strand. So let's see if we can pull this off. Otherwise I've got to lose the brass bead. So we're going to tighten it up. See it poking through there, and let's go for the Leatherman. Okay, that's through. Right, this is going to be a tough one. Pretty much going to be doing this blind. It's tight, but we've got it. Bingo. So, hey. Look at that. Just grab both ends so I don't lose them. And that's almost a ready-made diamond knot there. Happy days. Right, okay. Final touches then. Let's snip off the excess. Tuft it together. And let's give it a burn. There's a perfect fit. Okay, so again, there's plenty of space there. Right, two fingers underneath nicely. It's a nice little finish.